Everything you must know about using File Manager in your hosting service starting now. So today I'm going to be using HostGator, but this is going to be the same across the board whether you're using HostGator as well, Bluehost, Hostinger, GoDaddy, or any other hosting service out there. The only thing that's going to be different is how you actually get to the file manager, but once you get there, it's all going to be the same. So now we're logged into our HostGator account, and what you want to do if you're not using HostGator is find where it says cPanel and go ahead and navigate to that. In HostGator, cPanel is going to be located underneath hosting, and if you scroll all the way down, you will see the option for cPanel here, and you will also be able to go directly to your file manager by clicking this option. But in some hosting services, you do have to go to cPanel before you can get to file manager. So that's what we're going to do in today's video. We're going to click cPanel. Once you get to cPanel, it might look a little bit different depending on what hosting service you have, but you're going to have all these exact same options. If we scroll down to where it says files, you will see file manager, and it's going to be titled exactly the same thing if you're in a different hosting service. We're going to go ahead and click on file manager, and now this may look really overwhelming to you. The biggest thing that you guys need to take away from the file manager that we are now in here is that this is going to be all the files that make up your website or websites. So if we scroll down here, you can see Kalman Web Design, and that's where I'm going to be showing you guys today. This is a custom website that I have created using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And these are all the files that make up my website. You guys can see my CSS, which are my styles, and you guys can see each HTML page right here. To add files to this, you can upload directly from your computer by clicking upload and then selecting the file here. But in our case, we don't want to upload anything in this tutorial. We actually want to delete all of these files. And before we do that, if you guys want to add anything using a FTP account, I do have a video explaining exactly how you can do that with FileZilla, and there will be a link up top and down below for you guys. So what we want to do is go ahead and select all right here by clicking select all, and now we're going to go ahead and delete all of these by right clicking and then clicking delete like so. And what we're going to do is we're going to completely redo this website using WordPress, because we want to be able to create a blog through WordPress for Kalman Web Design, and we don't want to have to create the blog completely from scratch. So that's going to be the reasoning why we're deleting this here, and I will show you guys how to create that website with WordPress in our next video. Now we can go ahead and click delete, and then we're going to go ahead and skip the trash and permanently delete these files. And if you delete files on your file manager account, make sure you keep in mind that you want to either back up these files or save them to your hard drive on your computer in case you're going to need to use them again. In our case, we already have all these files on our computer, so we don't need to worry about that, and that's why I'm skipping the trash here. We're going to go ahead and click confirm, and now it's going to show you guys this directory is empty. And now what I want to show you guys is a website that is using WordPress. So we're going to go to Lily Bulb Photography, and this is a client website that we have, and you guys will be able to see that this is a WordPress website simply by seeing WP admin, WP content, and WP everything else down here. This shows us all of our WordPress PHP files down below, and from here we can actually download these files. If we right click, hit download, we can view them, we can directly edit them. I'd be extremely careful directly editing any files in your file manager. If in the rare case that you do need to edit these, you're going to want to download it and then edit it and then re-upload it. And again, you're going to want to save this original file somewhere just in case you need this back, because once you start manipulating these, you cannot get the original file back if you don't have a backup of that. So be extremely careful when you do that. So up in the top right, you also have a settings option. This will let you change some settings in your file manager, but in our case, I don't want to change any of this, and most of the time this is going to be set up for you already, so you should not have to mess with it at all, but it is there if you need it. In the top left, it's gonna let you add a file, it's gonna let you add a folder, it's gonna let you upload, and a bunch of other options here. If you select your file here, I can copy this, I can move it out, I can move it wherever I want here. I can, again, download it, delete it, rename it, edit it, permissions, view, or I can even compress it right here, all within File Manager. In our case, I don't want to do any of that because you need to be really careful manipulating and dealing with files directly in your File Manager, because it's really easy to screw something up when dealing with your files directly through your File Manager. I hope this video helps out. If you guys have any questions or have any trouble finding how to get to your cPanel and File Manager in your hosting service, let us know down below in the comments and we will walk you through the process and help you out. Thanks so much for watching.